Hey guys, welcome to After the Premiere live stream. I'm Brian Swan, joined today right now with
K9Biskuts.
Yes, I'm waiting for AJETT. He's will be on the line if he's available, but I'm joined gladly with you, man. I just want to have this awesome reaction about what we just saw, man. It was really quick, surprisingly. This was 24 minutes of pure epicness.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to be like, it was 15 minutes, like 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, it was a 24-minute episode, you know. But,
was it? Didn't feel like it.
It didn't feel like it because it moved so quickly. But yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, that's a part of that. I didn't like it because like, usually with Adult Swims, they usually like have these like 15-minute shows.
For example, Robot Chicken.
Yeah. Well, I know Rick and Morty's like a whole half an hour.
Of course, but you know, for the return,
I expected this was going to be one of those. I thought it was going to be like one of those quick 15 minutes.
Let's give it up first off for the animation. I think that this art style is like. Well, this premiere really showed off how brilliant of an art style Tarkovsky's work really is.
Yes.
It is just amazing and like just in this new form HD brilliance looked nice from beginning to end. There were scenes where they just stopped and took a look at the world, and it was
that's what this episode was. Hey, look at our art style. Look at it. Bask in it. You will love it.
Right.
And it works. I do.
Exactly. You know, one of the things that really stood out here was, you know, overall, like, even if you didn't know anything about Samurai Jack going into it, you still had a general impression of what was happening in this world, right? Like, they give you dialogue and information. The fact that, you know, he's been here for 50 years and he doesn't age. He still hasn't aged.
Yes.
The fact that he's scarred from everything that's happened. He's very much beat up about everything from his past and how he hasn't been able to get back there. And we learn about the fact that Aku is obviously has built sort of this female army just to kill Jack, you know? Like, this episode just was sort of to get us back on what's going on, and I liked it. I really did. What about you?
Yeah,
Austin's here. Cool. Let's see if we can get him on live. Austin, are you live? Austin.
Yes, I'm live. Thank God.
Oh, it's gonna.
Alrighty, dude.
Wait, is it picking up?
It should pick up because Austin, say something.
Something.
Cool. It's picking up on the mic. All right. You're live. You're live on the reaction. What were your big reaction thoughts on this episode?
Holy shit! That was my reaction. I kind of was like expected most of it because they spoiled the trailer a little. They spoiled the first episode a little bit, which is understandable.
That's why I didn't like. That's why I was like dodging all the trailers. It was coming close anyway.
But like they didn't spoil as much as to the point where the entire first episode was ruined.
Yeah,
like,
no,
there was still
gladly.
to think about.
Right.
I wouldn't. I like because Brian was trying to turn on the trailer. Like, oh wait, no, we don't need to see this, Brian. I don't need to see this.
No,
come on.
I have to now. Here's something that I wanted to question here. Was that Tom Kenny? There was a character toward the end of the episode.
The flute robot.
The flute robot. I didn't get his name because he sort of rushed his name. The assassin.
I believe it was Tom Kenny
because it sounded
but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't here.
Right.
Because you're already hearing Craig DeLisle like all over the fucking place. And I know Tara Strong, she's in a couple of episodes.
Yep.
So Tom Kenny
she's everywhere, dude.
I'm pretty sure they pulled out all the stops for the show.
Yeah, it's Samurai Jack coming back, you know, and that's everyone's going to be interested in trying to get their voice in there. Was there anything that really stood out to you in general of this episode?
Samurai Jack's hallucinations. That
very true.
Hit me hard.
Yeah.
Like it's the matter that like it's been 50 years since everything had happened, and even though he hasn't aged, and like he's doing the same thing over, he's like losing because he feels like he forsaken his family, like he forgotten his purpose. And even when I was like doing my Facebook live stream, I was screaming like it's not his fault. It is not his fault at all, because Aku is fucking every opportunity for him to go back to the past up.
Right. Exactly. There's a lot that happened in Samurai Jack. In this episode, that really brings it back. Yeah.
And
So
I'm curious as to why there's all of a sudden a new cult that are waiting for the day that Aku returns, kind of like the second coming, and that they're villainizing Jack as this godforsaken traitor.
Exactly.
And that made me curious, and it's just like, that's not what Jack is about.
No.
He just wants to go home.
Exactly. And we see that, like you mentioned before, through the flashbacks. It was so interesting to use the leaf falling into, that's such a unique way to to bring about a flashback and to show how scarred Jack was from this entire thing. I really found it surprising. And then the fire, and then while he was fighting, it was just very interesting to find those ways of him just being scarred.
The imagery. The imagery in the leaf scene, especially with all of those dead bodies, that shook me.
Oh yeah. Mark, you were
and I know a while back we were talking about how since it's on Adult Swim, there's going to be a lot more of more adult themes, but not as adult as people are going to make it out to be,
and not as excessive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It won't be like Logan.
A lot of the things with the Gennady Tartakovsky cartoons and the Powerpuff Girls and all of that stuff from the 90s, I noticed that the animation was a lot more stiff. I can see
a little bit of growth here.
This one, the animation is a lot more fluent.
Exactly.
And you could tell that they improved without taking away from the original animation style.
Right. Now, one thing I want to mention here, there's a comment here on the live stream that I actually want to bring up. What do you got? So it's not confirmed that this is the new intro or anything. Just sort of on a side note here. I'm sure that's not the new intro. If it is, I'm okay with it. It's just a subtle little, title. See,
it's pretty apparent that's not the new intro because
it was just Samurai Jack.
At the end of the show, it was the original theme song.
Exactly.
So I'm thinking that might have just been a one-time thing.
Yeah.
But they might have updated the intro where it's not old clips from the show, since Jack is a lot older now. He's got a beard. Well, not he's older. It just time hasn't affected him.
Exactly.
He's got a now longer hair and he took his ponytail out. I'm pretty sure it's gonna if they do make a new official intro, that it's gonna be more adaptive to the new Jack.
Exactly. What was that, Mark?
I wouldn't be surprised if they take a modern take and it's just just a logo, because a lot of modern cartoons are doing that anyway. Regular show does that. Gumball cut off his intro over here.
Now, Gumball.
Yes, it has a full intro in UK, but it cut off its intro here.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, it's a very short, so it could go either way. We don't know much about the intro, but I wouldn't be surprised if we saw sort of an HD remake of the original. I think that's what most fans want, but we'll see next week, obviously.
Not an HD remake, but just a reboot or rehash.
Exactly. Man, there's so much that just 24 minutes, and like Mark and me said in the beginning, this thing did not feel like 24 minutes. It felt very short because we just saw this character that we haven't seen in over a decade. It's crazy. Yeah.
And I want to know, how on earth did he get his new equipment? How did he lose his sword?
Yep.
Where did he get the motorcycle and the armor? Where did it all come from? And I'm hoping that they don't just leave us with that, just say, oh, this is it, deal with it. But they give us an explanation as to where he got all of this stuff from.
I'm expecting more exposition and flashbacks from later episodes, because this episode didn't really give much. I guess it's just more of it's just non-linear storytelling. Because leave us, bring us to a point and just gonna tell us the rest later.
But how does anyone know how many episodes there are going to be for this season? Because this is the last season.
Yes, this is the last season. I don't have a confirmed on me right now. I don't have a number to tell you right now, but last season. So I'm sure there's going to be. What was the average amount of episodes that we had the prior season? Do you know? I mean,
yeah, the internet. You can look it up right now.
I mean, I can check the internet, but
So,
Google, you are now on the live stream. How many episodes in season 5 of Samurai Jack? Let's find
and like
out.
the other thing,
10 episodes. Yes. 5th season composing of 10 episodes. Yep, that's what we're dealing with.
damn, that's a short.
That's short, but we will probably, hopefully, get that overall wrap up and everything that we need. 24 minutes. That means 240 minutes of Jack.
I didn't know. I realized it was 5th season because it's been a while since I got back to this show. Yeah, I'm just waiting. What I was waiting for was like a lot of like explanation to like where he last left off, and like him mentioning his past achievements and stuff from like the past season since it's been so long. I haven't.
The last episode of the last season wasn't really a story-driven episode. It was just like one of those.
Yeah, I'm aware of that because like it has like show has a lot of those episodes. It's.
But season 4 didn't end with like an episodic episode.
No. One of the things that I think Mark had brought up actually in the beginning was like, oh, I hope that they bring back like just some sort of flashback to give us an idea of what was going on from the beginning all the way up to the end of season 4, just like
what
sort
happened
of like
in
a
the
catch
past.
up, but they didn't do that at all. Obviously, we'll get that in the future, but I'm sure we'll get bits and pieces of it in the future. But,
because like the last, because like I haven't. I want to appreciate this stuff more. I want to feel more excited for this stuff. It's already. I am already excited for everything. It's just like darn, I haven't seen this in so long since like I was like watching this in like crap quality on my AVTV when I was a little kid and on Cartoon Fridays.
Right, understand.
Like it's been holy crap, it's been that long.
And I noticed like the one scene in the segment for the new Warriors. There was the girl who was looking out at the sunlight. Some reason she's been the main focus in all of the trailers.
Yes.
And I feel like she's gonna be a rebel. Like she's gonna betray the Aku cult.
Either she's gonna be a rebel or she's gonna be the main villain that will, or the main of the 7 that we saw to fight Jack. I think that's
kind of like the air out of the group where they're questioning their loyalty.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that whole scene and those group of scenes where we got to understand these girls' backstory, very unfortunate, and just gave you a real sort of sense and gravity of what they were going through.
Yeah.
Just as they were being trained and as they were learning what was going on and that sort of thing.
Are they present in the original? Well, I can't even ask that question because like I don't know if a lot of things were present in the original show.
There was no like cult or nothing like that. It was just Aku hunting Jack and like
exactly.
How long has it been since you watched the series?
I mean, I've been like watching it here
just
and
to
there.
catch up.
Like, when I was a lot younger, I didn't appreciate it, but
yeah.
Now that like
I know how recent did you like run back?
No, he's just been watching it back to back, I believe, right?
Before this, I'm guessing.
I got back into it when I was like 12.
No, I mean when's the last time you just like watched a recent episode in excitement for this?
Oh, last week.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Because I have not said that.
Mark didn't do the
I should have done that. Wait, did you do that?
I just watched a couple of episodes just to get back into it. But now one thing I really thought was cool, and you also did mention this, Austin, was the fact that I wish and I hope we get a little bit more information of how he got all of his gear. Additionally, I love that bike with the spike treads.
Steve's staff, where it's like a pick, and then it's like the electric thing. And again, like what really happened to his sword? Like
very good question. Yeah, that's the big question right there.
Man, did I love that villain? The flute guy.
He sounded like he appeared in the original show. He talks like he does.
I really loved him.
Same here, man.
Yeah.
He was cool. He was felt like a classic character,
Like for some reason, I was hoping that Jack didn't kill him so he could be a recurring villain.
He's a robot. He could anyway.
Maybe.
Did he meet him before? He talks like he did.
I don't know if he.
I was asking Austin. I think he probably. Do you know if he met Jack before already? Was there a previous episode with him?
No, but I found funny. What I found really funny was that like after he broke his flute, he was like, well, you might have defeated my magic flute, but you can't defeat the magic of the music, baby. Then he starts scatting the song. And he's like, I started thinking about the scat man. Like, I'm the scat man. Dude,
I know what you're talking about, yes.
Oh, my God. Man, this was a fantastic episode. You know what? It's 11:50 here on the East Coast. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this sort of recap up. Austin, any closing thoughts on this whole thing?
I am so hyped. I'm gonna continue watching. Well, I never stop watching, but I'm gonna keep watching because I am in love with what they've done with it, and I really do hope that they explain a lot of the missing things, and that even though I hope Jack goes back to the past, for some reason, I think that he's gonna die by season 10. By episode 10.
I mean, it wouldn't be unlikely. I wouldn't be surprised about that.
I don't know what they're gonna pull. I gotta like tomorrow. I'm gonna probably like I don't know. Oh, whenever I have the time, I'm just gonna marathon, all the past 4 seasons and like so I can like have a night so I have more of a appreciation for this guy. Like again, like it's really been like that. I haven't even watched an episode like recently just for fun. It's like it's really been like since Cartoon Fridays since I've seen this show. And it's been a long time, but I do remember as a kid, I just like loved this crap. I was all over it, and like going the next day to school, all my friends are talking about this. This is such a blast to come back to.
Right.
What I do like is like Aku's voice on the phone. He sounds like a tired old dad waking up. Like, what do you want?
That was fun. That was funny. Yeah. You know, I'm just hyped about this entire season. You know. It's closing chapter. It's exciting. This was a great start off. It gave me everything that I sort of needed. And you know, definitely want to go back to catch up on more. But yeah, it's a great starting episode. Very hyped. And
I'm still glad. I'm so glad the show like still keeps its humor. It's like what Samurai Jack is. I still remember this as a kid. It was like a perfect combination between like. Taking itself seriously and then lighten up the mood with its humor and like mixing it between those two. It's so great in that way, and it's like I don't know, these writers still got their touch. It's like they're still good at what they do. Like keep like mixing in like some humor in with the action.
Exactly.
It's just like so well done.
If Aku comes back and like he has new physical form. And he makes waves with this cult. For some reason, I'm gonna see him looking at this cult like, "Who the fuck are you? And why the fuck are you here? You did not have to go out of your way to fucking worship me and kill people. Get the fuck out of here!"
Oh my god, that would be hilarious if that ends up actually happening. Austin, thank you for joining us on this recap. Mark, thank you for joining me on this recap. Again, find Austin on AJETT. At AJETT on SoundCloud, Twitter, YouTube. Find Mark at YouTube as K9Biskuts. And myself, of course, right here on At Democracy. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more.
Logging out, everybody.